Hello, my name is Ed Brown of Core Edge Image and Charisma Institute. And today I want to talk about how to become confident, and more importantly, self-confident. Because I believe that confidence is a term by which is bandied about and thrown around quite often. And I don't think that people really get into the muck and mire of what it is to be confident. I believe that confidence is the ability to feel good about your self-perception, your self-esteem, and to know your value on the world stage. But with that being said, how do you gain self-confidence when perhaps in your own mind you haven't achieved anything? That whatever success you've had, you don't believe that success has any value in the grand scheme of things. And how do you become someone who may have not gained self-confidence, someone who has gained self-confidence? So I'm going to give you a few tips today on how to gain self-confidence. First and foremost, self-confidence is a relative term. You can't tell the difference between self-confidence and arrogance on the surface. When you see a person walking down the street, head held high, wearing a certain style of clothes, acting as if they own their space in their environment around them, you don't know if that person's arrogant, meaning covering a lot of insecurities up, or that person really has overcome those insecurities and now are self-confident. But on the surface, it looks the same. I would say that you want to be the person who is actually self-confident, the person who actually has looked at their insecurities and said, these are my challenges, these are the things I want to overcome, and I'm going to do it each and every day until they're totally eradicated. So first and foremost, understand, are you confident or arrogant right now? And it's okay to be, you don't have to be honest with me, be honest with yourself. Tell yourself, no, I'm not self-confident right now, I'm being arrogant. I'm hiding my flaws right now so that hopefully the world don't catch on and actually ding me for it. So first and foremost, know the difference between the two. Secondly, once you have determined that you are either arrogant or self-confident, let's go with the arrogant role. Let's say that you want to go from lacking self-confidence and covering up to actually becoming self-confident. Truly. Self-confidence in the second stage of this process is all about addressing those insecurities and saying, what am I going to do about it? Meaning, what are you going to do today to look at the core values that you hold near and dear that perhaps you don't have or that you feel fearful of? For example, if I have a fear of public speaking and in groups I seem like I'm the epitome of loquaciousness. I come to you, I speak, I give soliloquies in small groups. People I know, have known for years, I can do that in. But let's say that you're in a group, somebody asks you at work to speak to an audience of 500 or more. And all of a sudden that same person who was confident in that circle no longer is confident among 500 people or plus. Well, you have to determine that if you're going to be the person who says, I'm going to be confident whenever I speak to whomever I speak to, then you have to be the person who says, my process is to become a better persuasive public speaker. How do you do that? You go to Toastmasters, you give more free speeches to the public, you read more about the best speakers in history, you actually go to the library or go on YouTube and look at the likes of Martin Luther King or Winston Churchill or J.F. Kennedy, all those people that you revere in history who have spoken eloquently and transformed the world, those are the people you start looking at. So that's one way of going about it. And then finally, when you look at your total presence, your total self, you want to be the person who's enthralling inside and out. You want to look the part and you want to actually be the part. Being the part is the person who's transformed their self-consciousness and insecurities to strengths, not weaknesses. And the person who looks the part is a person who their clothing, their look, their grooming, their perspective about life outwardly all lines up to say this person is a complete, comprehensive individual and this person is a force to be reckoned with. So self-confidence is a process by which you look at who you are, and where you want to go. And you look at models around you, historically or otherwise, and you build from there. If you do that and use your discipline in your process to manifest that, particularly in 21 days, then you will become a force to be reckoned with and you will have success and happiness and life on your terms.